Here at Penn State, it is practically impossible to exist without technology. With the amount of assignments that must be typed or drop boxes, or the calc homework that can only be done using WebAssign, it's practically impossible to succeed without the minimum of a laptop and a cell phone. According to some of the surveying I have done, over 93% of Penn State students have some type of Apple.
Yes.
Yes.
What kinds?
iPad, iPhone, Mac, Book Pro, and iPod.
Yes. Right here.
Yes. Yeah.
Expression.
Creativity.
That guy who cut off his ear.
Painter, sculptor, actor.
Famous, talented people doing stuff.
Leonardo da Vinci, a Renaissance artist, inventor, and according to some, the most diversely talented person to ever live. 300 years after da Vinci's death, the artistic world met Vincent van Gogh, a man who provided a new spin on traditional painting that was well noted for its rough beauty, emotional honesty, and bold color choice. At the same time, Pablo Picasso was in France, spearheading the Cubist movement, co-creating collage, and the invention of constructed sculpture. At the tail end of Pablo Picasso's life, Steve Jobs started to come onto the scene. We all know his generic story about how he created Apple and revolutionized technology, but what we don't know is how much of an artist he was.
Which is no amount of technology will turn a bad story into a good story.
When Steve talks about the story, he means that no matter how powerful the processor is or how much memory a device has, if it's not user-friendly and beautiful, it's impossible for it to be a success. So again, we are posed with the question, what do these four men have in common? Well, first off, they're a little bit crazy. From Van Gogh cutting off his own ear, Da Vinci designing flying ships, Picasso joining the Communist Party, and Jobs throwing regular tantrums at work, it seems that crazy is a prominent characteristic of famous artists. The next characteristic that they all have is
Innovators.
This begins with Van Gogh self-teaching himself an original style of painting that becomes famous, Da Vinci designing the original blueprints for things that we take for granted every day, Picasso changing the way people consider 20th century art, and Jobs developing the modern computer, inspiring the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. As you can see, Steve Jobs has revolutionized technology. He has taken us from a place where technology was big and bulky to a world where it is sleek, stylish, and impersonal. And on that note,
here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.